Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2026 Awards Gala and Installation Dinner for the Monrovia Chamber of Commerce. My name is Victor Benavides. I am Manager of Government Affairs at City of Hope, and your MC for the evening, your humble MC, and a proud board member of the Monrovia Chamber of Commerce and a past president. So thank you all for being here, and give it up to this beautiful room, and give it up to the Courtyard Marriott for hosting us here today. I'm going to take this time to bring up City Clerk Alice Atkins for the flag salute. Alice, you got your drink? Are you good? All right, good. Let's do it.
Got priorities here. It is my pleasure to lead you all in the Pledge of Allegiance. If you'll please stand. Ready? Begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Alice. And I share your priorities. Thank you very much. Okay, now at this time I'd like to call City Manager Dylan Feek for invocation. This is the only thing holding you between dinner and the program here.
All right, good evening. If you'll bow your heads and join me in a word of prayer. Our dear Father in heaven, we are very grateful to be gathered together on this beautiful evening to celebrate together the accomplishments of our Chamber of Commerce, but also of the many businesses that support this community. Father, we're grateful for the many friendships that we have, the relationships and networks that we share, and the community feel that exists here in this wonderful gem of the foothills. Father, as we embark on new leadership for the Chamber this year, we pray that thou would bless those who have served this past year. Bless them for their efforts, their hard work, and trying to promote business and strength here in our community. Father, we also ask thee to bless those who are being asked to lead and guide us into the future. Please inspire them, provide them wisdom, guidance, and also the energy that's required to serve this community. We pray, Father, that we will all feel inspired to help when called upon and to assist them as needs arise, as opportunities to host events come. We pray that we can support one another, support our chamber. Father, we're thankful for this beautiful day, and we pray that we can have an enjoyable evening as we celebrate amazing work that's happening by many businesses here in our community. We offer this prayer in the name of our Savior, Jesus Christ. Amen.
All right, it's time to get back to the program. I would like to ask for past chamber presidents, ambassadors, Iris Award recipients, Monroe Award recipients, and Service to the Chamber Award recipients, and Pam Fitzpatrick Award recipients to stand, please. Can you please stand? Okay, now give them a round of applause, because I didn't say that. I'm kidding. All right, okay, here we are. Now I'd like to introduce Corinne Ramirez, the Executive Director. Give it up. Did you know she made every one of those centerpieces? She made those. She needs a side business.
All right, good evening, everyone, and welcome to our annual Installation and Awards Gala. On behalf of the Board of Directors, myself, and volunteers, thank you for being here tonight. This evening is about celebrating leadership, service, and the incredible people who make our chamber and our community so strong. I want to extend a heartfelt thank you to our sponsors, partners, and volunteers. Your support makes tonight and all that we do possible. Tonight, we proudly recognize outstanding businesses, and individuals who go above and beyond in service to our community. They truly represent the best of who we are. So please relax, enjoy the evening, and help us celebrate excellence. Thank you and enjoy the gala. Now I want to thank our sponsors. So if you could hold your applause till after I go through all the sponsors, please. Our leading role platinum sponsor, Athens Services. Hold applause.
Make me go over there.
Our Best Picture Gold sponsor, Gina Anman and Donna Baker at John Hart Real Estate. Our cast members, bronze sponsors, Sheila Howard at All In Lending, Monrovia, Foothill Credit Union, Banner Bank, and Lead the Way Fitness. Our stage sponsor is FSP Design. Our photo booth sponsor was Barnhart School. So before you guys leave or when you have a break, make sure you go take some photos outside. Our dessert sponsor is Nothing But Cake. And our red carpet sponsor is Casa Colina Hospital and Centers for Healthcare. Now you can pass. And now I would like to invite Mayor Becky Shevlin up to the stage so she can install our board. She's gonna go. Thank you, Becky.
Isn't Corrine special? I mean, she's the best. Good evening, everyone, and it's such a pleasure and an honor to be here. I actually was the president of the chamber in 2007, 19 years ago, and today I was Googling, thank you very much, Matthew, and I was trying to find the installation. It actually played on KGEM forever and ever and ever on reruns, but I found a YouTube, and it really, really was a kick. Obviously, there are many of us that look much older, have much less hair, and unfortunately, many that are no longer with us. But at any rate, at that time, what my little gift to everyone was, it was an Ask coin. And can I ask, do any of you still, I know that some of you were there, do any of you still have your Ask coin? All right. There's 3 out of the whole. Oh, and Corrine still, and John back there. And I want the whole purpose of that coin was to ask. You could ask in your personal life, you could ask in your business life, but if you don't ask, what happens? You never know. You don't get. And so, I just wanted everyone to ask. Just always, whether it is a personal thing or you're checking in on businesses. And for this evening, I'm asking you, please support your chamber. Please support your yes. Please support Corrine and the staff and all the board members, all the businesses, because we can only do it all together. It's not a one-man show. You really need to do it together. So thank you very much, and I just thought I'd bring it up. So just remember to ask. Okay, this evening then, I'm going to be calling up, and before you think I'm rude by not thanking the outgoing board, there's only one person, Sandy Ellis, and unfortunately she's not here tonight. So, but thank you to Sandy, and for any of the rest of you that have given your time to the chamber. But for this year's board, I'll call up the executive board first. President Christina Schultz, Sensi consultant. Come on up. President-elect Joe Escobedo, Banner Bank. Past president Donna Baker, John Hart Real Estate. Treasurer Matthew Gu, Doubletree Hotel. Secretary Peter Mejia, Boys and Girls Club at the Foothills. Okay, and our directors, I'll start with the ones that are here this evening. Brandon Stansel, Athens Services. Kurt Williams, Paraton. Jason Ackerman, Anton's Heritage Clothing, Inc. Loretta Suarez, Courtyard by Marriott. Russell Hollinghurst, Monrovia Living Magazine. Sal Chavez, Lead the Way Fitness. Tim James Hurrier, Barnard School. And Victor Benavides, City of Hope. Okay, and we don't have, but I wanted to mention them. Kyle Hart, Makers and Clay, Matthew Geiger, FSP Designs, and Tadise Ross, Monrovia Community Adult School. So we want to congratulate all of them. Okay. Now I'm going to have to kind of turn my back to you guys. So, congratulations, everyone, and thank you so very, very much for all of your hard work, dedication, and making the chamber what it is, because it'll only be as great as what you put into it. So, I want to ask you, will you please raise your right hand? Okay, and I'll read this. Do you individually and collectively promise to fulfill your duties and responsibilities in accordance with the principles, policies, and bylaws? You look too serious there, Brandon. Anyway, okay. Your policies and bylaws of this organization and serve the chamber membership to the best of your ability.
I do.
Thank you very much. And then the president, where's Christina? I'm going to do you separately. So Christina, as president, do you vow to uphold the principles, policies, and bylaws of this organization and serve the chamber membership to the best of your ability?
I do.
All right, awesome. Then I am pleased to state that you are now officially the new 2026 Chamber Board Directors and Officers. Congratulations. And so I think the rest of us, we can all take our seats except Donna and Christina. And MC, I think you still have a part in all this. But the rest of us are going to take a seat. Congratulations.
Thank you, Becky.
Oh, I'm sorry. I took your mic.
And you're short like me, so I don't have to move it. Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Before we begin, since Victor told a joke, I get to tell a joke. So thank you all for coming out. It's wonderful to see so many familiar faces all dressed up to party. And clearly happy that you're not having to answer emails. And if you're wondering how long this speech will be, I promise it will be short because I'm a realtor and I don't want you going on Zillow looking at listings. So, there you go. Tonight is about celebration of achievement, of community, and of the people who make this chamber strong. When I stepped into this role, I introduced a simple theme: elevate, collaborate, innovate. Not as buzzwords, but as a commitment to make this chamber rise. Elevate meant raising the bar for what this chamber could be. And this year, we did just that. We increased membership, we strengthened engagement, and restored momentum. Growth doesn't happen without trust, and trust comes from delivering real value. Some were doubtful that we would succeed, but we proved them wrong. Collaborate meant understanding that none of us succeeds alone. This year, collaboration was everywhere, with our board, our members, the city, the school district, neighboring chambers, nonprofits, and local businesses. We showed what's possible when we stop working as one and start working together. Innovate meant meeting members where they are and when they're available. Business doesn't happen on one schedule anymore, so neither should the chamber. This year we committed to monthly morning coffees, monthly afternoon lunches, and evening mixers, and the attendance proved that when you create relevant opportunities, people show up. I want to take the moment to thank the Board of Directors for 2025. The leadership that you showed, your time, and your willingness to say yes made everything we accomplished possible. You all amaze me with your talents. Serving alongside all of you has been an honor. A very special thank you goes to Corrine Ramirez. Corrine, Your steady leadership, professionalism, and ability to turn big ideas into action kept us moving forward from the day you came back to us. We are incredibly fortunate to have you, and in case you all didn't know, just look at these centerpieces and decorations. That's all Corrine. I got the chills saying that. Tonight would not be possible without our sponsors, and I want to sincerely thank each of you for your generous support this evening. Your investment in this chamber and this community truly matters, and we are very grateful. And now, as I prepare to pass the gavel, I do so with confidence and excitement. Our incoming president, Christina Schultz, brings energy, vision, and heart to this role. Are you behind me? I know she will continue building on the momentum that we have achieved and lead the chamber forward with strength and purpose. Tonight, we honor businesses and individuals who exemplify excellence, service, and impact. The award recipients we celebrate didn't just succeed. They lifted others along the way. That's leadership. That's community. Thank you for entrusting me with this role. Thank you for your support, your collaboration, and your belief in what this chamber can be. Let's enjoy tonight, let's celebrate big, and let's keep doing what we do best, elevating, collaborating, and innovating. Thank you, and now it gives me great honor to pass this gavel on to our new incoming president, Christina Schultz.
Thank you so very much. So glad you're all here. I'm sorry, I'm a little nervous. I just want to begin thanking Monrovia Chamber of Commerce, the city, and all the members for this wonderful opportunity to serve the chamber as your president for 2026. After more than 25 years of involvement with the chamber, I suppose it's about time I was up here. I also want to thank my family and for my unwavering support, love throughout the years. It is truly an honor to serve as your president for 2026. I am committed to building the strong foundation Donna has established, and I'm grateful she invited me to join the board. Her leadership and dedication has guided us forward, and I'm proud to carry the momentum into the year ahead. This past year, we fully embraced the spirit of collaborating, elevating, and innovating. From welcoming Corinne as our executive director and the attentive engagement of our ambassadors, the board members, and the chamber-sponsored events, and celebrating new businesses with ribbon cuttings. Our community showed up, supported one another, and we grew together. I'm incredibly proud of what we have accomplished, and I remain committed by following in the footsteps of our past president. Thank you, Donna, for that. You're leaving the foundation that we can build on. For the steadfast commitment to the chamber and to all our businesses and community. I will continue working to move forward, upward, and onward as we strengthen and transform the chamber for the future. This year, my focus is to all of our members, listening to your needs, highlighting the resources that are available to you, and spotlighting our small businesses and our home-based businesses, which are a very part of our community. We will still continue to build strong partnerships with the City of Monrovia and the local dignitaries. We may be small, but like an acorn from a mighty oak tree, we hold tremendous potential. When we mature our businesses, they grow, so we grow together. Here's to a thriving future to our chamber and to our city. Thank you so much for this honor.
Okay, at this time, I'm going to ask the legislative representatives, the Monrovia City Council and Monrovia School Board to come forward and come stand over here by Corinne. She's going to line you all up, and then we're going to announce that. So I'm going to announce everybody's names, and then you come to the stage. Okay.
I'm a big enough person to say I screwed up. I miss introducing some of my most favorite people and a part of the team, and we have the city council here this evening as well, and they are big fans and supporters of the chamber, so I wanted to at least introduce them. As soon as I walked off the stage, I went, what was I thinking? We have our Mayor Pro Tem, Dr. Tamala Kelly. And then council members Edward Belden, Sergio Jimenez, Larry Spicer, and you already saw our city clerk, Alice Atkins, and our city manager, Dylan Feek, and Tina Cherry, who we are losing this one. For those of you that don't know, Tina Cherry, our Director of Community Services, is retiring later this month, and we will miss her. But I love you guys, and I'm sorry I missed introducing you. So at any rate, there you go. Okay, team, come on over. We're going to hand out some certificates. And we also have our fire chief, Jerry Sanchez, and our police chief. We're going to be over there. I'm sorry. I love you guys, too.
And if we can also have our school board come up as well. All right, now at this time, to present the Educator of the Year Award, I would like to bring up Maritza Travante.
Good evening. Can you hear me okay? I have the honor and privilege to introduce this year's Monrovia Unified Teacher of the Year, LA County Teacher of the Year, and California Teacher of the Year, Dr. Heather Povinelli. I would like to read the nomination submission written by our superintendent, Dr. Hart Rodas. It is with great pride and wholehearted enthusiasm that I recommend Dr. Heather Povinelli, second grade teacher at Brad Oaks Elementary Science Academy, as nominee for the Los Angeles County Teacher of the Year. Dr. Povinelli is an exceptional educator whose immeasurable impact reaches far beyond her classrooms, shaping the lives of her students, strengthening her colleagues, and advancing the mission of the Monrovia Unified School District. Dr. Povinelli's classroom is a model of thought and brain-based instruction. She applies research-driven strategies that not only ensure deep, lasting learning, but also foster critical thinking and emotional resilience in her young students. Her learning environment is a calming and inclusive space, intentionally crafted with attention to color, decor, tone, and language. This is the atmosphere that supports academic risk-taking and emotional safety, which is foundational for student growth. Last year, when a devastating fire forced her to relocate her classroom mid-year, Dr. Povinelli responded with grace and determination. She immediately established a warm, welcoming new space where students continued to thrive, demonstrating her extraordinary adaptability and unwavering commitment to her students' well-being and learning. Dr. Povinelli is also a trusted, respected leader within our district. She has overseen school-wide intervention programs, led data-driven professional learning communities, and facilitated student support and 504 plan meetings with great care and professionalism. Her leadership has elevated instructional practices across campus and helped drive collaborative, student-centered decision-making. Recognizing her strengths and integrity, she has been trusted to serve as the administrative designee in the absence of the principal, a role she fulfilled with exceptional poise and effectiveness. Dr. Povinelli exemplifies the values and the vision we hold dear here in Monrovia Unified. She is not only a master teacher, but also a tireless advocate for equity, inclusion, and excellence in education. Please join me in congratulating Educator of the Year, Dr. Povinelli. And this is for you. I'll hold it.
My road to teaching has not been a straight line. There were lots of detours and bumps on the roads, but in the end, I ended up right where I was meant to be. 25 years ago, a beautiful community nestled in the foothills of California, embraced me and hired me at Brad Oaks Elementary Science Academy, and I've been teaching there ever since. I've learned so much on this journey, especially this year. Feeling the love from Monrovia, the support has been so special to me. I will never forget this. From City Council to our district, from our PTA, from my school, to here tonight, the Chamber of Commerce. I truly appreciate this, and I don't take it lightly. My aha from this year and my hope for you all is that whenever you get a chance to uplift a teacher, I encourage you to do it. It gives fuel and reminds us of our purpose. It grounds us and gives us strength. But of course, most of all, I'd like to bring us back to my purpose, which is that the students, the children of Monrovia, that is why I'm here. Yes, just like you are tonight, you should uplift a teacher. You should support a school, a classroom, but most of all, the students. Just because, or not just because they are our future, but because of who they are right now in this moment. They need us and they deserve us. Thank you all, the Chamber of Commerce, Monrovia Unified School District, my home away from home, Brad Oaks, my heart and soul, my family. I am so proud to represent this beautiful community for our county and for our state, California. Thank you so much.
Dr. Heather Pavanelli, ladies and gentlemen, shaping the youth. And now it is my pleasure to call up for the Police Officer of the Year Award, Captain Sarah Covarrubia and John Donchig. Oh, the Chief's gonna do it. I'm only as good as my script. You got it. Perfect.
Good evening. Thank you. My name is Heath Harvey. I'm the Chief of Police. I'm here this evening. It is my privilege and my honor to present the Monrovia Chamber of Commerce's Police Officer of the Year Award. This year, that award deservingly goes to Officer Carlos Pontecorvo. Carlos, big question for you. Okay, you're coming up. Come on up. Let's do it. You answered the question. Come on up. You're just going to stand here as I talk about you. Make me look bad. This award is especially meaningful because it reflects the shared mission that the Monrovia Police Department has, along with the Chamber of Commerce. At our core, I think we all want the same thing, and that is a city that is safe, welcoming, and thriving. When people feel safe, businesses can grow, families invest, and cities flourish. Officer Pontecorvo understands that in the way that he does his job day in and day out. Over the past year, Carlos has been one of the most productive officers in our department, demonstrating the ethics that we hold very close to us as city members. He's humble in the way he goes about conducting his business. He's hungry in the way that he conducts himself, always wanting more. Loyal, not just to the city, to the department, but also to the mission that city employees have. That mission being to try and provide a premier quality of life to all those within this community. And he's smart. He's smart in the way that he goes about conducting his job. And we appreciate that. He approaches residents, visitors, and business owners with professionalism, patience, and respect. And he understands that trust is built one interaction at a time, each and every day. Carlos also brings calm, sound judgment to very challenging situations, especially high-stress situations, ones that can get us in trouble. He understands how that how he interacts with law enforcement and with people during a call is equally as important as the outcome itself. He is also deeply committed to growth and excellence within this profession. During this past year, Officer Pontecorvo obtained and earned the Use of Force Instructor Certificate. In our industry, this is widely known as one of the most challenging, if not the most challenging, courses to complete and obtain a certificate in. So difficult that it is actually built into when you go to the course that you come home for a week or two at a time in between segments to heal, because it's that punishing and that grueling. Completing it requires discipline, resilience, and a mental toughness that Carlos has shown from day one and continues to show throughout his journey with the department. Carlos now uses that expertise to train other officers to become more prepared to serve alongside of him and all of you. Just as importantly, Officer Pontecorvo is a team player and positive influence within our organization. He supports his peers, he invests in his own development, and he consistently represents both the Monrovia Police Department and the City of Monrovia with pride. At the end of the day, the Chamber of Commerce and law enforcement share the same goal: a community that people can be proud of and be a part of. Officer Pontecorvo embodies this through his work ethic, his integrity, and his commitment to service. On behalf of the City of Monrovia, the Monrovia Police Department, and the Chamber of Commerce, I am honored to serve you with this presentation as the Officer of the Year for the Chamber of Commerce. Thank you, Carlos. And Carlos has about a 5-minute speech he'd like to present.
Hello, everyone. I'm not used to coming up on stage and speaking very often. Want to say I'm very grateful, thankful, extremely humbled to receive this. I know every day that I go out there, my biggest priority is to keep myself safe, my partners safe, and most importantly is keeping everybody else in the community safe. I go out there and just try my best to do a good service to the community, and going out there and working and showing that I was worth picking up. I'm very thankful for the opportunity that has come my way. I'm very thankful to the city of Monrovia for giving me this opportunity to come out here and do what I can to help out everybody else. So thank you again.
So a little fun fact, what the Officer Pontecorvo probably doesn't know is that the residents of Monrovia refer to him as Officer McDreamy. That's why I'm the MC, right? That and because I'm free. All right. Next, it is my pleasure to call up. It's my pleasure to call up Chief Jeremy Sanchez to present the Firefighter of the Year Award.
Very much. So I thank you for sharing that information, because he is never going to live that down. So Jeremy, make sure you share that with the rest of the firefighters at the station. I did not know that. Is it okay if I call him that from now on? Dylan, is that okay? So thank you very much for this evening. And thank you very much to the Chamber of Commerce for inviting us and recognizing one of our firefighters. Each year I come here, I'm humbled to be here with you all and for the support that you all give to our firefighters and our fire department. Coming here, serving in this community for the last 25 years has been truly an honor for me. And when I started here 25 years ago as a fire cadet, I didn't know much about Monrovia, but I quickly realized it was a special community. I learned that from serving alongside with my firefighters, my coworkers, my peers from other city departments, and then also serving in the community and serving with business owners, serving alongside the community members that are here supporting us. And it's the support that you all give is what makes Monrovia special. Every day our firefighters come to work, they're here to serve you, and it makes it very simple when the support is there day in, day out. So thank you for that. Please give yourselves a round of applause for that. So this year's Firefighter of the Year is no other than Jeremy Montoya. Come on. I must say, he's pretty dreamy himself. Brianna, I mean, correct? Correct. So, yes, perfect. There we go. Do I get a third? So Jeremy has been with our department since 2017 when he started as a fire cadet. And for those that don't know, our fire cadet program is a volunteer program that brings in some of our recently academy graduates and starts teaching them the roles of the fire department. It's there where we learn kind of their work ethic, who they are, if they're a fit for the city of Monrovia. And of course, really quick, we learned that Jeremy was that fit. So in 2018, we had the luxury of hiring him full-time as a firefighter. And again, right away, he started showing that those values were there. We knew that we had the right person really quick. During this time, the department, he was able to demonstrate those values. As Heath mentioned, our city values being hungry, humble, loyal, and smart. They really stick at the forefront of what we decide as if they're meeting the mission, if they're serving the goals, if they're meeting our department expectations. And Jeremy, again, really did that day in, day out. It's one of the things that impresses me most about Jeremy is his consistent ability to lead with those values. He knows when to prioritize those values, when to put humility at the forefront, when to put his loyalty at the forefront, that drive at the forefront, and most importantly, his smarts. That ability is what shows his smarts and knowing when he's serving the community, when somebody's in dire need, he knows when to get down and humble down to treat them accordingly. Jeremy, thank you for that. One of the greatest accomplishments you can receive in any workforce probably, but for sure the fire department, is when somebody wants you on their team. When they want you on their crew, they want you on their shift. And recently we did a little bit of shakeup in the fire department, kind of reassigned some people, and Jeremy was that person that kept coming up, of saying people wanting him on their crew. And as mentioned before, it's something that comes from the safety. You know, our number one priority is to protect and serve the community, but also we have to protect and be safe ourselves. So when you have somebody like Jeremy alongside you, you know that task is going to be accomplished in the highest degree possible. And that comes from his ability to stay hungry, to stay driven, to stay focused on and dedicating himself to the mission at hand. And again, that doesn't happen just overnight. This comes from 8 years of dedication, 8 years of serving every day and attending the training courses. One of the things Jeremy is a part of, he's a part of our regional task force, which is a USAR team that responds up and down the state to many different incidents. Whether it be a flooding conditions, mudslides, or anything within the area that has a greater need than just our services that we provide day in, day out. He responds on those incidents. And again, I don't think it goes without saying that humbleness always, he leads with that humility. Recently, we did a promotional exam that Jeremy was a part of. He's still waiting for results of those, so I do apologize. But in that time, there's 1 hour that they spend with these raters. And after the raters, we sit back and we talk about the candidates. And to a person, each rater said he had the ability to demonstrate his humility with confidence in that time. I didn't lead it. We didn't tell them our values were humility. It just came out because it's really who he is as a person. He's genuine. He leads by example, day in, day out. So for all those reasons, it was very obvious why he is our firefighter of the year. And although it's great, and none of this would be possible without the support of his wife here. Brianna, thank you very much for lending him to us. our shift schedule requires him to be gone for 2 days, 3 days, 4 days. What's the most you've done? Probably 2 weeks. All right, couple of weeks. So strike team. So again, that's only possible because of the support he has at home. That support allows him to come to work, to serve with a clear mind, and making sure that we are all safer because of that. So thank you very much. Jeremy, thank you for all you do for our department and our community. I know you make my job easier because when I see who's on the crew, who's on a fire, who's on an incident, and I see your name, I feel better. And I know that that's going to be taken care of the way it should be. So thank you very much. And thank you, Chamber. Thank you. Congratulations.
I'm sorry, we don't have time for remarks now. I'll let your chief spoke. No, I'm kidding.
Those that know me know I'm long-winded.
And those that know me know I'm a little short-winded. I'm not used to being in the limelight. Thank you, Chief Sanchez. Thank you to the Monrovia Chamber of Commerce for this recognition. Truly humbled, honored to receive this. I'd like to also thank Monrovia Fire and Rescue, all the firefighters, the leadership, training, mentorship. It's what's landed me here today. It's turned me into the firefighter and the person that I am today. And then lastly, thank you to the community. I've been hired here for about 8 years now, but this community has been a part of my life since the beginning. And without your trust, without your support, it motivates us. It keeps us going. I mean, without that, who knows where we would be. So thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you.
I can keep going. No, okay.
They fight fires. The one way they do that is in sucking all the air out of the room. I know, right? I'm here all week, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here all week. This is what you get for nothing. All right. Now I'd like to call up Sal Chavez for the Military Service and Stewardship Award. I need that later.
We should have known with that first joke what Vic was going to do tonight, right? Good evening, everybody. Thank you. So, first and foremost, I love being a part of this community. It's an amazing thing, and especially being a part of a community where they recognize those who serve the community first, foremost, from educators, police officers, firefighters, even officials in the city that really work hard to make the community what it is. And I'm honored to be able to present this award for Military Service and Stewardship Award. In 1775, committed the colonial states at that point created 3 branches of service in order: the Army, the Navy, and the Marine Corps. And from that point on, men and women have dedicated their lives to live up to the standard of what it means to really protect and serve this country. And now it is what it is today because of men and women who've decided to stand up and serve this country. The United States Navy, those of you who know me, I've served in the Marine Corps. I served with the Marine Corps for 7 years, and I loved every aspect of it. But the Marine Corps is actually a department of the Navy. It's the men's department, but that's another thing. Little banter. But with that being said, and for those of you who served in the Air Force, I apologize to not include you. You're late to the game, but we love you anyway. And Coast Guard, eat your butt cake. You're good. Okay. But with that being said, today I'm honored to be able to present this award to a gentleman who continually serves military veterans, who for 4 years in the military served this country, but even after continues to do so. He's a gentleman who I very much want to learn a lot from, because one of my aspirations is to be able to do the same with what we do. And this award, Let me read exactly what they said, because this is from me. But this award honors an extraordinary individual whose service to our country and commitment to our community exemplifies leadership, integrity, and selfless dedication. And through their stewardship, sacrifice, and continued service, they inspire others and strengthen both our chamber and our community. And with that, I want to present the award to Brock as he comes up and receive this award for us.
Wow, what an absolute blessing. As you said, Sal, this community is really, really special. I was a veteran, kind of lost in the sauce, right before COVID, and walked into the Monrovia Library, not really knowing what I needed, but knowing that I needed help, knowing that I needed some sort of service. Fast forward 5 years later, and I've been working and been a part of this community now for going on 5-6 years, and I'm the better for it, getting through those tough times. But for me, that's a faith thing. That's God directing my path. So I wouldn't be here without the guidance and that purpose being filled out every single day. To the chamber, to every community member and city council member that we've worked with, that we've helped veterans get services with, you are all part of their journey and my journey. For giving a platform to veteran services to understand that, like, sometimes we're too proud to ask for help. Sometimes you need a fellow brother in arms, and that's what they call us at the Veteran Peer Access Network, where I work for LA County, is battle buddies. So to be a battle buddy in the community, you don't necessarily have to be a veteran. If you see somebody in need, you have a community like this in the city of Monrovia where people actually put the work forward. You know, they it's not just about talk. There's services involved. To my fellow veterans, to help uplift me, this is for you as well. I say thank you. To my family, I wouldn't be here without you. My mother and father in love, Marty, Lisa, love you guys so much. They're there every single. My wife, who's no longer with us, she passed unfortunately in 2024 due to battle with cancer, and City of Hope was her second home. So to City of Hope, I say thank you. I want to dedicate the award, however, to an incredible woman, Mabel Cross, at the Monrovia Library. If you didn't know her, she put so much energy and spark into the community. She is one of the people responsible, as an immigrant to this country, to getting veteran services where they're at the Monrovia Library. She is largely responsible for that, for organizing the programs that we continue to have a place where veterans, older veterans, Vietnam on down to post 9/11 veterans like myself, to have a place where we still feel at home, where we have a community, where we're not necessarily going to be judged for saying something off color. By the way, if you come to the library, you have some colorful language that's probably coming from us, so just bear with us. But it's such a blessing. It really is such a blessing, and Mabel was a really, really big part of that. And sadly, she's no longer with us. She passed on Christmas Eve of this last year. But her legacy will continue to live on through our efforts and through the groundwork that she laid out, just as a person who cared. And there's so many like that in this city. I'm so grateful to be a member of it and to be a citizen of this city, to be able to do the same. So I'm very humbled by this. Thank you so much. And God bless you guys.
Thank you for your service, and as an aside, I loved you in the movie Gladiator. Oh, I just right on the spot, just on the spot, you know. No, why don't we give another big round of applause for all these first responders and the educators, everybody who truly, we get to enjoy our lives because they're out there making sure that we're safe, right? So God bless them all. And now I want to call up for the Pam Fitzpatrick Award, Luke Fitzpatrick to present. Where is Luke? Oh, he's coming down? All right. Come on, Luke. Otherwise, I'm going to have to tell another joke, and I only have so many.
So growing up in Old Town, I got to see a lot of growth. And while I didn't always pay attention, I got to constantly see an example of inclusiveness, teamwork, and a constant desire to grow and help our neighbors do the same. The Pam Fitzpatrick Award, named after my mom, goes each year to an individual who has proven to go above and beyond while advocating for a stronger business community. Each time I'm asked my opinion on a nominee, I always balk a bit, but after some discussion with a good friend, it was an easy answer. This year, it should go to an organization that through its members and volunteers has continued to carry on right where my mom left off. My mom was a longtime Kiwanis Club member, and through her, I got to experience what this service club is about. Events that bring our surrounding communities together, fill the streets of Old Town while helping to promote the business of our friends and neighbors. A Taste of Old Town was a staple in Old Town Monrovia for 9 years, but due to the COVID shutdown and its after effects, the event went dark for 6 years. That was until 2025 when the club brought back A Taste of Old Town for a 10th year. Once again, working with Old Town businesses, restaurants, and those from nearby communities to make it happen. The streets of Old Town were filled, and I can't help but smile when I think of how happy this would make my mom. Thank you, Kiwanis members, for all the time that you gave to make this event happen. The giving of your time and volunteering is a wonderful example of what my mom loved. If we all come together, we can help this community keep growing. So if anyone from Kiwanis who's here will come up.
Maybe all of Kiwanis should be up there. All of Kiwanis. Yeah. All of Kiwanis.
Thank you. Yeah, please, Kiwanis members, come up. Oh. Yeah, come on up, come on up. Come on, Terry, come on. Make sure everybody's up here first.
Oh yeah, where's our president?
She had to depart. Diane gives her regards. She says thank you very much, but she unfortunately had to leave earlier. My name is Gina Fanara. I was the president of Kiwanis from 2023 to 2025, and I oversaw with this amazing group of people bringing back Taste of Old Town. As Luke mentioned, it took us 6 years to bring this back. Unfortunately, with COVID and other situations, we wanted to bring it back sooner, but we could not. And I'm happy to say that we were able to accomplish that huge endeavor at our pleasure and for your pleasure. And I believe the community appreciated it so greatly. So we want to say thank you so much. I definitely want to say thank you to the Chamber for acknowledging this. I want to say thank you to the Fitzpatrick family for acknowledging our efforts for this, because it was an effort of love, period. We definitely, definitely want to make sure that everybody can enjoy all the eats and the drinks and the camaraderie and just strolling up and down our beautiful Old Town Monrovia for this event. And it could not have happened without the efforts of these beautiful people behind me, the club that is not here with us on the stage tonight. But more importantly, I'm so happy to hear that the community was so happy that we brought this back, because that's all we have wanted to do. And it took a very long time to do that, and I'm so grateful that we were able to. So on behalf of the Fitzpatrick family, the community, the chamber, and our club, most importantly, I want to say thank you for giving us this award, because we would not have done this without you, and we will not do this without you. So thank you.
See you in October.
All right, we only have another 3 hours of the program, so here we go. Now on to Nonprofit of the Year Award. I want to call Curtis Williams to present.
Just filling up space, brother.
I see that. Good evening, everybody. My name is Curtis Williams. I am the engineering manager for Periton, and it is my privilege to introduce the Nonprofit of the Year, which is our next award, who's been this mission and daily work create meaningful change in our community. We thank all of our year's nominees, which are San Gabriel Valley Habitat for Humanity, Food and Education, and Boys and Girls Club of Foothills. So we thank you all for your dedication and service to Monrovia. And with that, let's find out who the winner is. And believe it or not, I don't even know myself.
Drum roll, everybody.
It is our pleasure to announce that the Monrovia Chamber Nonprofit Civic Organization of the Year Award goes to Boys and Girls Club of the Foothills. The Boys and Girls Club of Foothills provides a safe, supportive environment where local youth are encouraged to learn, grow, and thrive. Through strong leadership, mentorship, and impactful educational programs, they strengthen families and help shape a brighter future for our city.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Well, everyone, I'm John Wilson. I'm the CEO of the Boys and Girls Club of the Foothills. I'm I think a 27-year resident of Monrovia. This is where my wife and I have lived our whole lives. Our kids have been raised here, and thrilled to be able to work here as well. We are proud to be a part of this community. I love being able to serve in this community and serve in this way. And it is also amazing to be acknowledged amongst two other great organizations, Food Ed over there, Kristen, love you, and Habitat for Humanity has had a very busy year, in light of the fires and all. They've been really involved up there, and so it's really special to have this opportunity. It was a little over 30 years ago that Police Chief Joe Santoro said, Monrovia needs a Boys and Girls Club. That's where it all started, and a group of community members got together and made that happen. And that building in Recreation Park is where it all started, and it continues today. In addition to services in the Mary Wilcox Center, and now we're on 5 elementary campuses in the school district. It is generations of staff and volunteers and board members who have made this organization successful. Our new partnership with the Unified School District for the last 18 months has been incredible.
We've grown from 35 staff to almost 90. We now serve more than 1,000 kids and teens in this city. And because of this growth, hundreds more have a safe and positive place every afternoon where they get to experience belonging and community, as well as academic support and leadership and character development and all kinds of things. The city, most of you are sitting over here and a bunch of you over there, you guys have been our faithful partner for that 30 plus years. If it wasn't for the commitment of the city, we would be an organization without a home. And that partnership has meant so much to us. And this new chapter with MUSD has been really special. We have some board members and former board members in the room. Jen, who's up here on stage, Larry over there. Christy Bowden right down here, one of our former members. Is anybody else? Donna right there. Thank you, Donna. I don't know if I captured everybody, but we've had a lot of really great support. Behind me also is a portion of our 90 staff who have been faithfully serving in this community for a long time. We're driven by passion for this work. If you know me, you know that I am passionate about this thing that we do. And it is our goal to find people who are also equally passionate to work with the kids. And we want them to know that they're supported and that they belong. Our work is highly intentional. And it's not just childcare. Oftentimes people say, oh, you do daycare. I'm like, no. I mean, we care, but we are highly intentional about developing young people and helping them be successful. We want them to be your future employees. We want them to be future bosses. We want them to be the kinds of young people that if they live next door, you'd say, can you look over my home while I'm gone? And we take it very seriously, this work that we do. And I may be here, the one standing here talking, but this award really belongs to our staff team. We have an incredible staff team. They show up every day with heart and energy and commitment, and they help the kids build confidence and resilience, and they develop a sense of belonging and community at every site, every day. So I want to thank our staff for believing in our kids, and I want to thank you all for your support. You are also a big part of why we can do what we do, because we need your money. We also need volunteers. So Peter right here is on the chamber board as well. It oversees. Peter would have fired me if I didn't say something about volunteers. But you know what? You'd be surprised what a difference you can make in a child's life for 1 hour a week. All you need is to give us 1 hour. And you will literally change a child's life. And the part that's really fun about it is they will change your life. So thank you very much.
I bought this tux just for this event, and I took a friend with me when I was getting fitted, and I'm like, what do you think? And he says, it looks great. He goes, just remember when you're walking down the aisle to hold the pillow steady so you don't drop the ring. These are my friends. And now up to award the Small Business of the Year award, I want to bring up Mr. Brandon Stansel. The only person here who's laughed at every one of my jokes. Thank you, Brandon. Don't think I didn't recognize that.
I appreciate that, Vic. My man, you're killing it. Hello, everybody. I'm gonna not try to be long because, as you can see, our wonderful representatives and council are over there, and I know y'all feet are probably killing y'all. So I appreciate the hard work over there. Only the women. Okay. Again, my name is Brandon Stansel. I'm the Director of Government Affairs with Athens Services, and I have, thank you. I have the wonderful privilege to introduce the Small Business of the Year. And small business is truly the backbone of our community. It is on us in this room to continue to invest in our small business, to continue to thrive in this great community that we call Monrovia. So I have that honor to announce that winner. I don't have a card, so, it's here. I'm sorry. I do have a card. Man, I'm sorry. That's why I'm not the MC, brother. I don't know. I'm just here. Hello, you know what I mean? So What is this? Hold on, I got to read this. So I want to read our nominees. So our next award, or not honorees, excuse me, are small business that have made a big impact in our community. We first want to recognize all the nominees, and that's first is Lead the Way Fitness. Our second nominee is Nothing Bump Cakes. And our third nominee is Lord Empanada. And we want to thank them for their hard work and dedication to our local economy and this community. And the winner is, and I need a drum roll because it's going to take time to open this. And it's our pleasure to announce that the Monrovia Chamber Small Business of the Year Award goes to Lord Empanada. Lord Empanada has grown from a modest start into one of the top food destinations in town. Beyond great food and loyal customers, this business consistently gives back, generously supporting local nonprofits and community causes whenever called upon. Let's give them one more round of applause.
Wow, I'm truly shocked and didn't have anything prepared, so I'm going to go off the cuff here. But I just want to thank you so much to my parents, my mom and dad. We've been lifelong residents here of Monrovia.
Yes.
What's up?
Mom and Dad.
Hey, yeah, Mom and Dad.
They helped raise me, even though when I might have not been the most easiest of sons to raise. But it's all led to where I am today. And when I first started Lord Empanada, I started as a pop-up during COVID. I just buy a little portable fryer and a tent, and I'll hop up in front of the breweries on the weekends. And then after months of destroying my parents' kitchen, my dad said, the Tall Pines Coffee Shop is for lease. So we went and checked it out, and we signed the lease that day. And it was kind of just, let's sign the lease and see what happens. And then kind of when it was about to have the grand opening is when the true fear kicked in of how much financing was going into it, and this was going to be my life. And with the support of my friends and my family and this community, we have come a long way in the last 4 years. It's truly been absolutely incredible. When I first started, I had hair. 4 years later, I don't have hair. But this award is really, I couldn't have done it without my team. My team, they aren't here today, but without them, I would not be here. They have helped carry me through incredible highs and incredible lows, and they kept me going and showing up every day. And just like our community here, how amazing Monrovia is, from the Chamber of Commerce, our city council, our brave men and women of the fire and police department. This is a truly amazing town and one of a kind, and we're so happy to be part of it. I'm so happy to live in Monrovia still and have my business here, and hope to continue to make Monrovia proud.
Oh, this? Thank you.
Yeah, I cannot say enough about supporting your small businesses here in the community. We were talking about it earlier, and I know that a lot of people got used to during the pandemic, just ordering from Amazon or Target and everything like that. But if you can actually support the local businesses before you press that button, before you order, I know it's way more convenient to have them deliver it, but you know what? They got enough of our money, so support your local businesses, please. Can I get an amen? Amen. All right. And I like you. You guys very much. That's good. That's good. All right, now it's time for the large business of the year, and so I'm going to call up Jason Ackerman, who will present that award.
Can I tell a joke real quick?
You can try.
All right. I'll do a little more than try. All right. So the head rabbi of the yeshiva approaches the board, and he says to the board, I want to start a crew team. And the board said, crew, that's a very expensive sport, isn't it? And he's like, yeah, it's going to cost us $1 million. And they're like, $1 million? What? He's like, look, don't worry about it. If we win, we win. If we lose, we learn something. 2 months later, the rabbis got the team together. They've got the boat. They got all the equipment. Comes to the board. All right, great news. Next week, we're facing Harvard. The board's like, Harvard? They're a really good team. Are you sure about this, Rabbi? He's like, yeah, don't worry about this. We win, we win. We lose, we learn something. All right, the day of the big meet happens, the yeshiva team loses by 9 lengths. There's 10 lengths in a crew match. And so the rabbi gets called before the board. And the board says, Rabbi, okay, you said if we win, we win. If we lose, we learn something. What did we learn? And the rabbi says, well, when I looked at the other boat, they had 9 guys rowing and 1 guy yelling. Our boat had one guy rowing and 9 guys yelling. And so running a large business, you need to have a lot of people rowing in the same direction. Our next award recognizes a large business whose scale is matched by its impact on our community. We extend our appreciation to all this year's nominees. Sierra Subaru, Trader Joe's, and Athens Services for the important roles they play in keeping Monrovia strong. And can I get a drum roll, please? All right. It is our pleasure to announce that the Monrovia Chamber Large Business of the Year award goes to Athens Services. Athens Services plays a vital role in our city's economic vitality by providing dependable waste and recycling services that support local businesses, residents, and daily city operations. Their ongoing commitment to sustainability, community partnerships, and consistent, reliable service helps keep Monrovia clean, efficient, and thriving.
Hey, I'm back. Hey, everybody. Want to just say, first of all, thank you. And I want to, as the Government Affairs Director of Athens Services, I want to twofold. I want to first thank my leader, the mama bear of this group. I want to give a round of applause to Corrine Ramirez. Corrine truly is our leader and helps us thrive, and none of this would be possible without her. Second, I am just a face that you can yell at if you have a problem with Athens, but truly the folks that do the real work are behind me, and I made them come on stage, and I wanted them to introduce themselves and just say hi so you know who they are, because I cannot do this job in this community without them, and I need them to know that. So I want them to say hi, and so you can know who they are. So one at a time.
Hello, everyone. My name is Anthony. I am with Athens Services, obviously, but I'm also an ambassador with the Monrovia Chamber. I've only been an ambassador since about last May, and I've already been so welcome in this community. I feel so appreciated and open arms. I'm so passionate about the small businesses and the large businesses, everything that comes together with Monrovia. It's really an amazing community. I've really fallen in love with it over the past few months. And I'm really appreciative to be here. Thank you so much.
Hi everyone, my name is Jocelyn Correa, and I love being part of Team Monrovia and supporting this beautiful community, and I'm a government affairs manager.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Luis Ayala. I'm the Vice President of Government Affairs. I've been here about 6 months, and in my past life, I basically advocated or was learning how to talk healthcare, and I'm very much in transition on learning how to talk trash. So, but I got to say something. I mean, I love working with this team, but I got to say, over the last 6 months that I've been spending here in this community, I love Monrovia, and I love all of the people that are representing the city, the council, and all your. I mean, I went to the prayers breakfast. Now I come to this, and it's such a tight-knit community that we are very proud to be able to give back to this community, because that is one of the things that Athens prides itself on. On top of having over 200,000 customers in over 50 communities and being around for about 60 years, one of the points of pride is basically giving back to the community. And I got to say, I love being in Monrovia, and I love giving back to Monrovia specifically because you're lovely people. It's just, you're great.
Hello, Monrovia. How are you guys doing? My name is Steve Diaz. I am the operations supervisor for trash hauling in Monrovia. Apparently, everyone's a comedian tonight. I mean, I don't have nothing to say on that, but if anyone wants to come and talk some trash, we're over at table 11.
Thank you, everyone.
Oh. Hi, my name is Victor, and I like long walks on the beach and hiking, and I'm a Scorpio. Thank you, and thank you, Jason, for demonstrating that I make telling jokes look easy. All right, now I'd like to call up for new business of the year. I'm going to call back up Sal Chavez, who's going to present the new business of the year award.
I'm back again as well. It's minority night here. Okay, just going with the jokes. All right. It's definitely an honor to be able to present New Business of the Year. Being a new business owner myself, I know how scary it is to start a business, and even a business has already been established. And I'm looking at the what are the recipients?
It's in the
oh, sorry.
It's in
It's
the.
actually part of it. Huh?
It's okay. You're strong.
Yeah. I appreciate it. So, being it.
Read the first, the top.
I'm going. I've done this before. So being it, I was a new business owner myself, or a new business owner myself, I know how scary it is to be able to, or to start a business, even if it's already been established, but still, it's a major feat to get out there, take that risk, and do so. So, our next award recognizes a new business that has quickly made a meaningful impact in our community. Each of this year's nominees, Black Cat Fables, see? Raps to Gourmet Trejos, and Nothing But Cakes has brought creativity, energy, and dedication to Monrovia, and we thank them all for the contributions they made. And with that, the award recipient.
Drum roll.
It is our pleasure to announce that Monrovia Chamber New Business of the Year Award goes to Black Cat Fables. Black Cat Fables has created more than just a place to visit. They've created a welcoming space where friendships are formed, community gatherings thrive, and every guest feels remembered and valued. Their genuine kindness and attention to the small personal details have turned their business into a true safe haven for many. Congratulations.
Hi, everybody. Thank you so much. I'm Nicole Fabry. I'm the owner of Black Cat Fables. Unfortunately, my full team of 2 people wasn't able to be here tonight, but thank you so much. We were honored just to be nominated for the New Business of the Year award, and as a 4th-generation Monrovian and small business owner, it's even more meaningful to me, especially, to be recognized. So thank you very much. My team and I are grateful every day to be a part of this community and truly touched by the support that we've received during our first year of business. We can't wait to see what the next year has in store, and we're excited to forge even more community partnerships and create even more magic for our friends and neighbors. Thanks again.
Okay, so now for the Monroe Award Business Person of the Year, I don't have to call up Tim Sperner because he's here. So take it away, Tim.
Thank you. So hi, I'm Tim Spurrier. I'm head of school at Barnhart School. I normally talk to kids, so do you guys mind if I just look at you all as fifth graders? No? So I'm really honored to be able to announce today the new business, I'm sorry, that's the wrong one, to do the Monroe Award, Business Person of the Year. Our next recognition honors a business leader who reaches far beyond commerce and into the heart of the community. We thank all of this year's nominees, Underdog Bookstores, Keely Mardell Carrera, Athens Services, Brandon Stansel, Mount Joy Construction, Gary Schaeffler, for their leadership and dedication they bring to Monrovia. And the winner is...
Drum roll.
It's stuck. Here it is. Keely Mardell Carrera from Underdog Bookstore. Keely has created more than a bookstore. She has created refuge through free community events, mutual aid efforts, a community fridge, workshops focused on healing the growth and support of those experiencing hardship. She has cultivated a safe and inclusive space where people feel welcome, supported, and connected. Her leadership is defined by compassion, generosity, and the belief that community helps community. Here's Keely.
Thank you so much. It is truly an honor to be here today. Last year, Underdog was recognized as Nonprofit of the Year, and it is very surreal to have that recognition perceived upon myself this year. I want to say a huge thank you to Thomas and Nathan, who are not here tonight, but who started the Underdog journey almost 3 years ago. To my fantastic board of directors, who are all here tonight, for supporting me upon this journey, to our booksellers and our volunteers, and to everyone who has been a part of this story for me for the past year and a half. I took over Underdog Bookstore because I did not want to see this safe space in Monrovia close in the face of racist and homophobic hate. I wanted to step up and ensure that there was a safe space in our community for the LGBTQIA+, Black, Indigenous, people of color, disabled, and neurodiverse and immigrant communities that are here in Monrovia. Thank you. Everything that we have done in the past year and a half has been to serve those communities and make sure that the underdogs of Monrovia have a space that is their safe space where they can feel welcomed and represented and inspired. And we would not be here today without everybody that has supported us upon that journey. So thank you very much.
Okay, now for the Ambassador of the Year Award, I'd like to call Russell Hollenhurst to present. Let's try to keep it under a half an hour, right?
Consider it done. Good evening, all. Good evening, all. Hey, how you doing? I'm going to ask a little favor of you all. The people up here in front, if you have a little camera or your iPhone, if you can pull it out, I want you to be able to take a picture for me in a minute or two. It'll make sense. And okay. Our next recognition honors an ambassador who has gone above and beyond in representing the chamber, supporting members, attending events, and serving as a positive and consistent advocate for the business community.
Drum roll.
Mark Christensen. So our photographer needs to have pictures taken of our photographer. So camera people, take a picture of our cameraman. Come on, Mark. I told you.
Dude, was it?
Show your camera.
Oh yeah, these are my cameras. I had zero idea this was gonna happen, so I have zero things to say. So thank you.
All right, we're coming to the close, so everybody snap awake. Here we go. Now, next up is I'm going to call our Executive Director, Corinne Ramirez, who is going to present the Service to the Chamber Award.
Hello again. The Service to the Chamber Award. This award honors an individual whose outstanding dedication and commitment have made a lasting impact on the Chamber. Through their time and unwavering support, this recipient has gone above and beyond to strengthen our organization and uplift our business community. It is our honor to present the Service of the Chamber Award to Russell Hollenhurst. Those that don't know, Russell and I have a love-hate relationship. Russell's dedication and tireless service has helped drive the Chamber forward. Thank you for your continued support. Let's give him a round of applause.
Dang you.
Here you go, my friend.
Dang you.
All right, my friend. That's for you.
Thank you, and I know it's a long evening, so let's get to the next award. So appreciate it all.
Couldn't happen to a better guy, seriously. Now up, I'm going to call Miss Donna Baker for the Iris Award for Citizen of the Year.
So before I start, everybody who's ever won the Iris Award, could you stand up? We'd like to recognize all of you. I also won in 2008, so it's an amazing, amazing compliment to get the Iris Award. That's our Citizen of the Year. It's one of our most important honors this evening, and it recognizes an individual whose dedication, leadership, and heart for service have created a lasting impact on the Monrovia community. We thank all of this year's nominees, Kristen Ritzow from Food Ed, Councilman Larry Spicer over there in the line, and my friend Martha Rund. Where are you, Martha? Over there. So just so you know, our nominations start out with nominations, and we get a ton of them with a ton of people. But we narrow it down to the top 3 nominees, and those are the people who got the most people nominating them, obviously. And then we ask you to vote. And so the voting actually reached almost 900 votes. And that is amazing for a survey, right? We don't normally get that much response. So for us to get 900 people to vote for everybody that got awarded tonight is amazing. And we're so happy that you all participated, because without your votes, this wouldn't be possible. And I know that some people don't like the fact that we have nominees and we don't let them know ahead of time, but I think it gives a little more excitement, don't you? Yes. So, it's my privilege to announce the winner for the Iris Award, Monrovia Citizen of the Year, goes to Larry J. Spicer. So before he talks, I'm going to finish talking. Larry Spicer is a lifelong Monrovian, veteran, city council member, and community advocate whose tireless efforts have expanded opportunity for residents of all ages. Through steadfast leadership and years of collaboration, he helped bring vital workforce development resources and job training programs to Monrovia through the Adult School and the America's Job Center affiliate, opening doors for youth, job seekers, and lifelong learners alike. Beyond this professional achievement, he is known for his generosity, volunteerism, and unwavering commitment to helping neighbors, local schools, nonprofits, and community organizations, and the Chamber is very proud to recognize Larry's accomplishments.
Oh, God bless you. Wow. I'm truly humbled to stand before you tonight as a recipient of the Iris Award. To be recognized as a Citizen of the Year is an honor I do not take lightly, and I'm deeply grateful for this moment. This recognition reflects not just my work, but the collective effort of so many people who believed in the vision of expanding opportunity here in Monrovia. Leaving the Foothill Workforce Development Joint Powers Authority in Pasadena after 20 plus years and helping to establish our very own affiliate American Job Center here at Monrovia Adult School. And it has been one of the greatest privileges of my public service. Today, when we see 400 to 500 applicants walk through our job fairs, we are witnessing lives being changed, families being strengthened, and a community rising together. I want to express my heartfelt thanks to Flint, John Russell, Maritza Doobie, Supervisor Catherine Barger, and our City Manager Dylan Feek. Each of you played a vital role in making this work possible. I must give special recognition to my road dog, John Russell. John has shown steadfast commitment, tireless effort, and unwavering dedication. His belief in this mission never wavered, and his partnership has been instrumental in every milestone we've reached. John, thank you for walking this journey with me. To the Monrovia Chamber of Commerce, thank you for this incredible honor. And to the City of Monrovia, thank you for trusting me, supporting me, and giving me the opportunity to serve a community I love so deeply. This award is not just a reflection of what has been accomplished, but a reminder of what is possible when we work together with a purpose, compassion, and unity. Thank you all for this recognition, and thank you for allowing me to serve Monrovia.
Okay, now, let's see, I'm calling up Christina Schulz to do the raffle basket drawing. All right. No?
I'm actually calling Donna Baker up here, please.
Oh. Oh, okay. My apologies. My apologies. This is the Iris Award for Citizen of the Year Award. Right?
Again, I'd like to thank everyone for coming tonight. As I mentioned, great honor serving you as this year's Chamber President. But Donna Baker has been the best example of what a president is. She has given me the path that I have to go through and walk through her footsteps, and it's big shoes to fill. And but thank you so much for inviting me to be on your board. Even though she kind of like called me at home, I'm outside going, why is Donna calling me? And she goes, oh, can you be on the board? I'm like, sure. She goes, can you be on the executive board? I'm like, sure. She goes, okay, president-elect. I'm like, oh, great. So, but it's been great, being with you. But I want to present this to you. It's your outgoing gavel and everything. So there you go.
I already said what I wanted to say, so thank you so much for coming tonight. I have very much enjoyed leading this chamber forward. I know we were on the brink, and I think that between all of the board and all of the ambassadors and Corrine, we have brought it back, and I am so proud of the success that we've accomplished, and I look forward to this chamber continuing to thrive. Thank you so much.
This concludes our gala for the evening. On behalf of the Monrovia Chamber, again, we thank our sponsors this evening and all of you for attending and for your involvement in making Monrovia such a fantastic place to live, work, and play. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Good night and have safe travels.